please hit that subscribe button. Hey everybody, better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Watch out, and he scored! And we're live. Hey everybody, so it's time for NHL Picks of the Week, where I choose 5 games from the upcoming week in the NHL and pick who I think is going to win. Before we get into this week's picks, I just want to quickly remind everyone to please hit that thumbs up button and give the video a like, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Both of those things really help the channel a lot and are very, very much appreciated. So last week, rough week last week, don't really want to talk about it, went 2-3. My first under 500 week of the season, just not good. We're going to move on from last week. We're going to get some better picks this week. My overall record on the year is still 62-29, so I am happy about that. But last week, we need to do better this week for sure. Last week was not good. So let's get into my picks for this week. Starting with Monday, February 10th, I have Washington over the New York Islanders. And let me explain this, because I'm not saying the Islanders are a bad team here, but Washington last night got blown out at home by the Philadelphia Flyers, absolutely destroyed on their own ice. I do not see a team like Washington losing at home twice in a row to divisional opponents. I just don't see it happening. Washington's too good of a team for that. I think they're going to come out with a vengeance on Monday against the Islanders, and they will take care of business on their own ice against the Islanders on Monday. So I've got Washington over New York. On Tuesday the 11th, I have Colorado over Ottawa. Now, this is just the straight-up fact of one team being better than the other. Colorado is not going to lose at home to a team like the Ottawa Senators. I just don't see it happening. So strictly because the Avalanche, who have been playing very, very well recently, are a much better team than the Ottawa Senators, I'm taking Colorado in that one. Thursday the 13th, I have Calgary over Anaheim. Now, Calgary is the road team in this game, but Calgary hasn't been bad on the road this year. They just picked up a huge road win over the Canucks. They are fighting for their playoff lives. They cannot be losing games to teams like the Anaheim Ducks, who are not good, well out of playoff position, if they're going to make the playoffs this year. So Calgary needs to win games like this. I think they do. They get the job done over the Ducks on Thursday night, even though it's a road game. On Friday the 14th, I have Columbus over the New York Rangers. In this one, Columbus has been playing really, really well recently. They're one of the hottest teams in the NHL. They've been playing lights out. They've moved into a divisional playoffs position in the Eastern Conference. They're going to look to keep that. I think they want to stay up there in a divisional spot. And again, they should be a better team than the New York Rangers. The Rangers, not a playoff team this year. They have some good players, but they're not a playoff team this year. Columbus should win that game. And finally, Saturday the 15th, I have Boston over Detroit. And this one is just, Detroit is the worst team in the league. We know that. I cannot see the worst team in the league beating the division-leading Bruins in Boston on a Saturday afternoon. That's just not the kind of game that Boston usually loses. They're usually good at home. They're good in matinee games. Sometimes they do struggle against weaker teams. Boston's a team that does sometimes play down to their opponent. But a matinee game at home in the afternoon, on a Saturday afternoon, I just don't see Boston losing that game against Detroit of all teams. So I'm going to go with the Bruins in that one. And those are my picks for this week. So hopefully this week goes better than last week. I've got Washington over New York on Monday, Colorado over Ottawa on Tuesday, Calgary over Anaheim on Thursday, Columbus over the Rangers on Friday, and Boston over the Detroit on Saturday. So, we'll see how this week goes. Looking for a 4-1 or 5-0 week. We'll see what happens. I was looking for the same thing last week too, but we're going to put last week behind us and focus on this week going forward, and hopefully these picks work out for you. So with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys soon.